Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Self Improvement Project. I hope you're all well. Really quick one from me today. Almost a spur of the moment writing of this episode. Again, as always, to provoke thought for you. So, the main question I want to ask you today is your life too materialistic? A very open question, a very generic question, and one to hopefully raise your awareness and allow you to waken up a bit to what really matters in life. So, is it, if you think about everything that your life entails? I'm not just talking about possessions. I'm talking about your day-to-day. The moment you wake up, to what you're posting online, to the people you interact with, to the story that you're telling everyone about your life. What we need to do is, and especially if you're listening to this podcast, it's something that you're probably trying to do, is we need to reduce the amount of time and energy spent on these external things. External things being money, consumerism, status, the social status side of things, the work status side of things, and ego. Ego creates great stories, but it does not end well if we rely on it too much. And the thing is with these measurables of external things is it's linear. The more you get, the better it is. And this is why the internal work that we do is less attractive. There is no ultimate goal, ultimate outcome, ultimate success with it, internal work. Focusing on that path that isn't created yet, that journey of the unknown. But the beautiful thing about the internal journey and doing internal work is there is no shortcut, there is no handbook, there is no manual to follow. The only way that you get closer to who you want to become is by exploring the internal work. It will surprise you, positively and negatively. I've done all these things, so why am I where I want to be yet? That's the beauty of internal work. External work will give you that reward, but there's a reason why it's not satisfying. Because you haven't done the hard miles. Let's look at a few examples of internal work. Let's create simplicity in your life. Let's reduce the desires that you have on a daily basis. The daily battles that you have of defining what enough is. What is enough money? What is enough food? What is enough clothes and shoes? And in my opinion, what is enough coffee? Slowing down for a day and just seeing what happens. Not doing these extreme life hacks of not going on your phone all day or reducing the amount of screen time you have on social media. Eating really healthy food all the time, so starving yourself of the brilliant things in life like chocolate and fat. Just lowering the expectations of everything in life. Living to live. Existing peacefully. Rather than finding the next thing to fill the void of emptiness in your life, that time when you have nothing to do and it is terrifying to spend time thinking about your life. It's time to move from escapism to embracism. Yes, I've just made up that word. Embracing the pain of nothing in your life mattering. Doing nothing. Being nothing. This might be quite tough to listen to and allow to sink in, but there's a point where this pain of nothingness and just purely spending it on the internal is liberating. Accepting it and having peace of mind that it is liberating. It's freeing, knowing that it doesn't matter, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter what you buy to show others or what you achieve to impress the world. Enjoy the freedom of knowing that you're not doing things to keep up with the Kardashians. That's my modern spin on it. A life well lived is one in the sun. The brightness and warmth of the sun on your skin each day, wandering around and taking your time when you're doing things. Reading, writing, creating with zero pressure from the outside world. Reading because you have an interest in what you're reading about. Writing because you feel like you need to get your thoughts down on paper. Creating because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. Doing it for the pure joy of knowing that you're the only person in the world who can create that thing that you are creating right now. The pure joy of knowing that you're the only person taking this interpretation of the passage that you are reading about, or you're the only person in the world being able to articulate the thoughts that you're writing down on paper. This idea for this episode came to me whilst I was having a slow morning, drinking coffee, sitting in the sun with my dog. And that's what life should be. To me, anyway, that's success. So how can you create this in your world today? How can you create more simplicity in your life? How can you reduce the desires in your life? Reduce the expenditure, not just financially, on things, but energy on impressing everyone else? How can you take away that pressure that exists day in, day out to channel that into things that really matter to you without having to justify it? Finding something really simple that will bring you immense joy. Share with me what the really simple thing that you want to do day in, day out is. Might be one of the examples I gave, but make it specific to you. Let me know what it is. This is the joy of life. And I will see you all next time. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.